Boing, boing, boing. Hello. So, where is my thing? Here. So, and this. To copy that and paste it here. Why is there a bug report? Update the correct mods. And mod 3 doesn't have a vacuum pump. Lol. Reporting a bug for a different mod. Wow. That doesn't even have the part. That's amazing. God. People. Oh, I want to maybe build a new miner because I added an ore crusher. So ah, no. Oh my god. So, inline ore crusher is exactly the same script like the vanilla one. So in case you have some issues, yeah, no, you don't. Otherwise you would have the same issues with the vanilla ore crusher. So it's just a different model. Everything else is the same. Just saying, in case someone wants to report something about it, it's impossible. Do not lie. Simple. So, and that it goes here. I need that. This thing and that I have here. I need only metal 2. Oh, by the way. Mainboard cap. Yay! So that, by the way, that had some shitty dimensions, if I remember right. And that is, oh god, 6, okay, and 7 high, probably, yeah. So 7 is off. That and this is really disgusting. It's 6 by 6 and 7 high. Um, hmm. That's an interesting problem. Okay. How can I want to make basically a new mining flyer like this, but with a bigger container, the mining inline refinery thing. So these can go inside each other. That that would be bad if... Do we need a shrink-o-matic? Doesn't work. Which mods do I use? Okay, that's simple. Prepare for making a screenshot. Mods. Oops. Mods. In the top left corner. These are all the mods that I use currently. I think that's enough time. Okay. This was 11, if I remember right. Yep. That's the same. Okay. So give me a few... Do I want this or should I? This is probably better, and then I take this. Huh? What, Alfred? Sorry. Sorry, Alfred, I just skipped most of your reports now because they are false reports most of the time. So I have tons of other reports that I need to reply to. So that doesn't have something to do with you personally. It's just that I'm busy with stuff that is actually an issue. Sorry. And the little bit of time that I have left, let's say, in the last 2 days, I played this game actually for maybe 40 minutes. In case you see me in Discord that I play Scrap Mechanic, now I play, but also stream, but this is playing actually now. I turned everything off and I'm ignoring the bug report, even if there's a kind of fucking... do you mind update today when I launched the game? Size and shape, what got updated? He does, oh god. Here. Alfred, just that you understand. Here. Vacuum pump reset direction. Blah blah blah, pretty much the same in the top right corner. It says Fant Mod 3. Fant Mod 3 has nothing to do with vacuum pumps. There is no vacuum pump change in Fant Mod 3. I told him update the correct mod. Fant Mod 3 doesn't have a vacuum pump. Why do you update today when I launched the game? It says changelog doesn't. But there is no changelog in the mod that has the vacuum pump stuff. The changelog is from Fant mod, and that has not. See, that is my stuff with that I have to deal, and this is annoying. Even if I tell the person what is wrong, he doesn't get it. So I lock that thread now and done. If he doesn't want to understand, I cannot do anything. This is just... At some point, the level of ignorance is extreme high, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. It's just... And yeah, vacuum pump resets the freaking direction. That's why my vacuum pumps all work flawless. These freaking claims always is here. Yeah, it's resetting the fucking direction. Yeah, this is... and all of that is Axelot's fault, because they didn't update the game correctly, so all the mods on the workshop do not get updated when they actually push an update. So people still use an outdated mod version even if they downloaded the correct one. This is annoying. And then the mod is not working. But it is! I'm just done with this. It's totally fine when it's a legit issue from the mod, yeah, but most of the time it's just not the case. And this needs to go one to the left, I think. So now I need to get these in there. Oh, that's annoying that these are not odd in all directions. That's yeah. No, it's fine. We can take care about that. I don't remember. Really. What was it about again? To add your own recipes? Or what was it? Something like that, I think. That is 7, so that is 5. That means this needs to go here. Okay. To the right. Or, no, then they pop out left, right. Fuck. Ah. This is not a valid. It is. What's the problem then? So, but then there's the problem that I can't read out the stuff from these. So now I can. That's it. Okay, ID, maybe just one. Uh, let me check. Let me check. Ach du Scheiße. What's that? No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. Let me fix that quick. Data? That's empty. Don't need that. And here is... I guess these are all the vanilla shape sets. That means you need also this file. And you want to load all these. Okay. Alfred, I sent you that back. It's basically done. What you have to do is, in your mod folder here, these are all the shapesets files that you want to override. Make sure that they are here listed, and everything that's not in this folder here, remove it. Okay? Is that clear? And then it loads this, and what we also have to do is wait, there's something more. Port. This, what I put here in now, needs to be there, otherwise it will not get... Oh, wait a second, do you add recipes or not? You do not start with another topic if we have not finished this one. Whatever you say with unit phase, I just ignore it now. We finish one thing, and then I keep going with my stream. Okay? I don't want to hear another question. But No recipes, good. Then we don't need this. So I can remove this again. So just make sure that it is the same, the stuff that is here, that it is here listed. It's very important. And what you do not change, for example, if you have here a file where you have no changes, just delete the file and delete the reference from here. Better. That is safer and more stable for the game. But let me just check once more. So we have the description. That is okay. That is fine. This is good. Objects that should get loaded. The game looks into the mod folder, sees an objects folder, then it looks into database, looks for this file. When it sees that, then it goes in there and just loads all the changes. And the UUIDs are equal to the vanilla file, so it gets overwritten. So that should make sure that everything works. I guess zip is what you want. And yeah, topic done. Then I can go here, do this, that, this. So what is it now? Unit phase. One thing, the unit phase. Inventory lines through an inline path. What? See, that is why I didn't want to answer. One thing, the unit phaser. Is it normal for the unit phaser not to see the inventory line through an inline pump? What? What the fuck has a unit phaser to do with anything pump or pipe or anything that related? What? Huh? Can you tell me, please? What has this part with this to do? Different mod, different topic, different function, has nothing to do with each other. Do not... Eh? See, that is what... No. Axolot made it so Science 1.0 interactables are no pass-through anymore. That's a simple thing, okay? So everything that's a crafter, everything that can produce an item or push items, pull items, something to move items is an interactable, and in that moment it is not a pass-through anymore. Like the pipe, pumps, autocrafter, refine board. But on other devices you don't notice it because they have only one side. And the craftboard is not supposed to be a pass-through from startup. You know that the craftboard was never a pass-through. You always had to make a loop around it. You remember? It's the same. It's now just the same with everything. In before 1.0, I was able to make, or there was no category for here interactable parts with pipes. They didn't have that. But now we have three types. We have interactable, that's something that produces something. We have the type pipe, that is just a pipe. Everything that a pipe can do, just let a item flow through it. And we have the type container. And the interesting part is, there's a function to read out what is connected to this thing. Only stuff that is marked as interactable gets a result when you call that function. So only an interactable will get in a list of all containers that is connected to it. But if I am a container and I call the same function, I get an empty list. So that is why my containers cannot pull items from other containers anymore, because it's a container and it needs to be a container, otherwise no items can flow in it. So I have to set it as a container, but in the moment it is a container, the function to find other containers returns nothing. Therefore, it cannot pull. That's why I changed everything around that topic. So vacuum pipe pumps are now the way to go. Every time you want to move an item, you use a pipe pump. And you can see I use a ton because I was able to improve the code of the pipe pumps a lot, so it's much more performant and is not bad. And yeah, pipe pumps can push and pull through multiple containers chained. You can see that. What I do here is when my containers are unequally filled, I turn here this pipe on, and that pulls all items out except fluids. Water, chemicals, and oil. Oil doesn't get pulled. Everything else gets pulled, but from the first available container. You can see here's stuff, here's a little bit, here's nothing, here's a bit, blah, blah, blah. And the rest is completely full, because from there it gets teleported to the end and pushed from the bed back in. So then it sees this is full, this is this, and then it sees somewhere a container that has space and it puts it in there. So my containers fill from this side in this direction up. And this is just pushing through all containers. So that is working. Definitely. And this is just temporarily turned off. I make at the moment tons of concrete and sand. So now you can see that it will pull out here. See? It pulls out through here all the concrete. Everything that gets collected right now gets pulled from here, then here, and pushed from the backside back in. So it gets sorted. And yeah. It's just the easiest way to build a proper vacuum storage system, whatever, is to make it always pull. Never push. I repeat that. Whenever you want to filter stuff, sort stuff, or empty a chest or whatever, make the containers so the receiving end pull the items. Never, when you have a container where you put your items in, never make this container with a pump pushing the items out. Because when you push items into the system, it flows where it can flow, not where you want it to flow. If you pull the item straight into the container, it will straight pull the first available item from any container that is the closest straight into this container. So it never will fill up anything that's not supposed to fill up. Also, it's way more performant because every modded container, for example, outputs an on signal. When you invert that with a NAND gate, and you can just, for example, let's say here. Here. If I would want, but I don't want that in this case, but I could use the output container here. That's the output of the container. If I feed that into a NAND gate and the NAND gate to the pump will stop pulling items constantly in the moment the container fills up. Because it's full, it doesn't need to pull anymore. So it is actually kind of made in a sense that you can combine these things. So the container is passively controlling the pump, and when it's full, it can turn off the pump, so no calculations run on it anymore. Performance increase and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the idea behind it. And yeah. Yeah, exactly, Alfred. This is the best way to make it work. Additionally to that, you can set then on the pumps a filter, and if you want to have a fail-safe, you can also set the filter on the containers, but you don't have to, because nothing would flow in the container because the pump is controlling it. And when you just set there the white or blacklist filter, you can make it like that. I have an example here on my prospector tree. At the top here is a telepipe that pulls in residue stores it temporarily in a thin chest here. And in the moment it's there, the prospectors pull it out. And everything that is not residue, because it's set to blacklist, everything that's not residue gets pulled out of the system and back into my storage. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that we answer everything and solve everything one by one, and not question, and then stuff gets forgotten and doesn't get answered. So one by one, slow. What's then? What's the next one? Oops. Oh. I think this could be... Actually, this needs to be better on this side, because that will be my bag. Like that. Is that holding together? Yeah. The pumps spit food out as an item that you need to clear. I haven't taught the pumps to place crates. This was in Fant mod 2, custom change from me. I haven't done that yet, because I thought it would be a little bit too cheesy, but I think I have to do that. My current to-do list was a refinery that is done. Robot detector, info block, and then something. So the next thing on my list is the robot detector. I want to see the names around me. And maybe the health, but that is a bit trickier. Because Axolot isn't made it so that we can read out the freaking health. So I have to override the vanilla robots, all of them. Maybe just a few scripts, only. Maybe, with luck, maybe just one. But yeah. So, anyways, I need now... We have the collector, we have the refinery, we have a big container, they are connected. I have here an open thing with connections in all directions. What I also need is this. That. One is probably enough. UCB, where is my UCB? That's not the UCB, that's the UCB. That is for the batteries. Having the pumps. mean, you can use the Sacomatic, you know? Uh, uh, That can stay here. So, the UCP for the batteries. That's tricky. Fuck. I need actually two. Potatoes. Could mount them here. Hmm. Oh, I'm so happy that my storage manager is fully working correctly, no crashing, nothing. It's all good now. Hey, good morning. That can be battery. That. Protect all. By the way, the paint bucket is actually working. The only problem is blocks do not update anymore when you color them with the with not a hard-coded color tube. It's, I don't know why Axelot made that. So when you use the paint bucket on blocks to paint them, just take the creation, put it on the lift. In the moment you put it on the lift, the color will update and you will see the color. This is stupid. It's not my fault. I do the set color like normal, but it doesn't update it anymore. This is weird. Oh yeah. It's a weird bug. So, all is painted. Now I have this. That is all the oil refining. Now I need a way to... this. Yeah, I need this. I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need that. For building. Then so. This can go here. I need that. Maybe this. So how do I make that teleport? Trying to design a bigger miner. What was that? I think dark gray or dark gray. What? How was the end of the main quest for your pretty epic? Yeah, it was actually very cool. Like the boss fight and everything. Has a little bit of Dark Souls style. Kinda easy because I was able to manage it on the first try, but not complaining. It was hard enough. So that is basically sending everything, but I don't want it to send a battery and a potato. That was kind of silly. And that means we, change that to blacklist. Battery and a potato. So everything except that flows out. Still extreme compact. Inline ore crusher, in a large container or collector, 2 UCPs, telepipe. I must say I had my jetpack on me, so I was able to use it a little bit, but wasn't really a big game changer because most of its attacks are anyways area attacks. So so now that I want also that. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. I just make more. Let's make these. Huh? Mm. I need 2 of these and WSD, seed input, converter, enough. This I have. A seed would be a seed would be very helpful. Blue, but what? I made a seed. Oh, seed. Hä? Was? Was war denn? Is it also possible? Alfred, there is from Fagiano? Fagiano? Fagiano. Oh, his name is very hard. One of the very big modders. Fagiano, he made one very cool mod. Is it still visible? Yeah. Here, it's right here. Works with Fant mod. So far, I can tell. It doesn't remove him, but you can kill him. So enjoy the carnage. Give him a like. It's a cool mod. So, guys, I will do something here in my base for building. It's a little bit more pleasing. I will not do anything except building with fly mode. So it's a bit more less frustrating. So I need to make the balancing and rotation and everything. And that needs also to be balanced. The question is, where do I put that? I can make one here, but the collider of the ore collector will fuck up everything. And I can temporarily move him down, so I can work here. This is good. Can I move him one more down? Yeah. So that means I can do this. And push that one here. This is just pure dampening. This will be for turning. Then we need one for roll and one for pitch. Only is to make that accessible. But it's not your mod. It's fine. You can trust his mods. If you think I'm a good modder, then you need to think that he is also a good modder, because he is. So it's good, yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't use it because I don't want the Seeker to kill him. I just don't need it. But it's a very good mod. Should be safe to use. Linus tested it also, so should be fine. Oh, sorry. I show you what my problem is. You see me here struggling, and maybe you don't know what I try to achieve. I need to get this and this in that orientation, these two parts, somewhere here, but in a way so I can still access them, but also in a way so they don't stick too far out and are placed symmetrical. So that's kind of, now you know what my issue is. I'm thinking about maybe to replace this one with a pipe. Then I can... yeah, that should maybe be a good idea. Oh, let's see. We can use... What do I need here? I need... let's overdo it. With pipe in all directions. Damn it. I see it has the same hitbox. Dang it. Okay. I thought it would be a bit smaller, but it's not. Okay, it's not a problem because these two are anyways fixed. So I can just temporarily move this to the side. Take these. Place it so and so. Take these, and they need to be placed also in. So this can go to the right. Perfect. Okay. So that is working. That means I can. This is maxed out. Pretty far. That's good. So that can go back left. You want to make it stop when you release W. What do you mean with stop? Because you wrote car and flying. What do you mean with stop? Stop driving, stop flying, stop moving forward, stop falling down. What do you mean with stop? Stop moving forward. Okay. Straight idea that comes in my mind. I think in my Fant's logic stuff is the velocity detector. You can place it on your creation, press a few times E, so the arrow points forward, then set the threshold, and every time the creation moves relative to the arrow direction, in this direction, the block will output an on signal. And you can feed that into an AND gate plus W NAND gate, and then into the same AND gate of the velocity detector. So when you not press W and the velocity detector is moving forward, you get an on signal. And that you can use to power propeller. In the moment it doesn't move forward, the on signal turns from the velocity detector off. The end logic also turns off. The propeller stops turning. Creation stops. Should do it. You can also do it with thrusters or whatever you use. But this should give you the output that you need to detect if you still move forward. Whatever logic you set up with that is then your thing. But that should help you to solve that. It's basically like when you move forward, it outputs an on signal. When you flip the arrow backwards, then it outputs an on signal when it goes reverse. You go to the trader and buy the schematic. Yeah, or brake button, or just make it so that when you not sit in the seat that it just stops. Something like that. Now I need to place these, and that is 6 buttons. Plus one more to get that symmetrical. I hate this. Okay. S A D spacebar and shift. Dang it. Somewhere I need this one. Man. This. But okay. So, whoop, whoop, whoop. But what about hover pads? Can they trigger off if the creation itself what? Can they trigger off if the creation, like if I put them in the back facing the creation, what? Hover pads can turn off when you flip the switch or logic off, so they are off. You decide when they turn off. I mean, what you ask basically, let me put that in other terms. You come into your room, you look at the light switch, and you ask someone in the room, can I turn the light off if I push the switch? I mean, if you turn it off, it's off. You decide when it's off. Huh? When you have a weird conception that needs to turn them off, then make it turn them off. If you connect the logic signal to hover pads, they define if it's on or off. That's not what I asked at all. First of all, your question was very strange. Let me read. What about hover pads? Can they trigger off if the creation itself? Question mark. What if? Doesn't make sense. So please tell me. And again, it's kind of pointless, the question, because you decide when they turn off. Huh? They turn off when you flip them off. Yes. I can only understand what you write, not more. I don't know what you think. I'm sorry. To what? Yeah, you didn't wrote something. Again, here. This here is your question. In case you forgot what you wrote. Can they trigger off if the creation itself? Huh? What? Itself? Ah, you want to cheese and use it as a flying machine. No, I specifically excluded that in the code, so people cannot cheese it. Ah, maybe you asked directly that you want to cheese it. Yeah, no, that is on purpose deactivated. And now I will not activate that again because I added code to prevent that. That's cheating. You cannot push yourself. And now it makes sense. It's like pulling yourself on the hairs out of the swamp. Münchhausen. So. Sit right in the refiner. This is funny. Yay. Very healthy place to sit. Is that still all attached? Yeah. Very good. So that can now be connected to this stuff. Input, outputs, put, and put. All this, and then also left and right click maybe. Would be nice to have. Do I want it to be a switch or? Actually switch. Switch is in that case better. Don't want to hold the button for an hour when I mine. So this goes here, that goes here. And then we have A and D going to this. So now I can take that. Like that. And we have controls, left, right. But that's not supposed to be. I'm an idiot. That is not what I want. Dang it. That was wrong. So, and here In case you don't realize, if you tilt hover pads forward or backward, you move in that direction. Hover pad. You all know Back to the Future? Marty McFly on the hover pad. He tilts forward and starts to move forward. Same principle. If you keep them horizontally flat, sure they don't move. But if you pitch them in the direction you want to move, they start to move in that direction. Just saying. So this can be like that. You and then this goes also here. Then this needs to go in that. And now I have the problem. This needs to be here. So set that again. This is all connected. That one doesn't need to be colored. So so that goes here, power down, and why is this active? Because I'm stupid and I connected that to this. This needs to go to this. So, okay, wrong direction. Blip. That turns in the direction I want. Perfect. That can stay like this. So. What I'm building is basically a new version of this one. Bigger inventory and other stuff. Oh, sticky wheels. Who needs sticky wheels? Sticky wheels are there. So that now I need to make it fly. Ah, not yet, not yet. First of all, I need to check. The center of mass is here, so a bunch of stuff needs to be attached at the front. But this time I want to make something silly, I think. And one drill is, I think, 5x5? No, 3x3. So Hmm. Okay, I need to do that differently. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hmm. I need this block here. That should be better. Huh? Oh, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Is that 3 or 4? What? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hello. Mm. Hey, that's one too long. Well, yes, that's what I'm doing. I have here the unit tracer here is connected to the gyro. Unpainted gyro means this, when it's orientated like this. And when you have a gyro that is vertical for pitch, and you paint the gyro like with the bearings, it will turn. Yeah. Yep. See. Basically like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. Did I want to... No, actually I don't want that thing to rotate, so I don't need that. Cool. And I also don't need this. What I now can do is measure that. Morning. This is 15 and that is 11. Oh, that's quite big. 11 plus 2, it should be like that. Okay. Yeah. Sofort. Hey. Oh. That's the problem. Okay. That's kind of big. Yeah. They should have enough space. Head around. Oh shit. Oh. Fuck. That's a problem. The container is wrong. Rotated. I need another one. Update the mods. Update the mods. Update the mods. It's not an issue because other people have updated the mods. Fant mod 3 is not related to vacuum pumps, in case you got confused. Fant mod 3 has nothing to do with vacuum pumps. If you try to update Fant mod 3 to fix the vacuum pump feature, yeah, you can try that for a long time. Has nothing to do with each other. Oh yeah. Update, Fant mod, vacuum expansion mod. Not with yours, with the vanilla pumps. I don't know. Huh? Vanilla pump issue. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Not using vanilla pumps. Even if you see a vanilla pump here, this is only the vanilla model. The code is changed in my Fant mod. So I don't know. I don't know what vanilla issues vacuum pumps have. Yeah. Oh, that. This, I need that. Yeah. Actually, I want also here, here, and here. Yeah, that should work. Okay, now that gets... Is that connected to the right one? Yeah. It's just a mod. It's just a mod. Not a AAA game that you paid for 60 euros. It's just a mod. You expect too much. It's just a mod. You can get the information yourself on the workshop. There is an update list for every mod. Again, you expect too much. It's a freaking mod, not a full price game that you paid with money. And I'm alone, not a 12-person team. Yeah, that's only for Fant mod. I have 80 mods. When I start to provide for every change I do on any mod infos, then I'm stop modding and just providing infos to stuff that I didn't do because I had no time, because I was writing informations. Makes sense, right? If I add something important, I write that. If not, you should not care. Because it's something code related and the normal user doesn't understand shit. So, just... Yeah. Don't want to be mean or so, but again, it's a freaking mod. Stop expecting AAA game shit. Not at one singular person. That is at everyone. Just chill, guys. Chill. That's a mod. Or mods. I know it's frustrating when Axolot doesn't fix shit. But the frustration doesn't need to get pushed on a modder. Just the dang version number, yeah. But I have to go, every time I update, I have to go in the mod description, open it, think about that doing it. It's not about doing that actually for one singular mod, but to keep it in mind to do it for every mod of the over 80 mods I have. It gets quick, very out of hand. And currently with the situation of the modding and updating of mods, this is painful. I need to be so careful. Just one single click and everything is fucked up. So, this is stressful enough. Yep, that needs to be active. So now, okay, I need something. And to aim with, I need to see if that is actually working. And that means temporarily some laser pointer. Where are my laser pointer? Laser pointer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 9. 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay, first of all, let's copy the inputs and paste the inputs because I'm lazy and I don't want to reconnect that unit phaser like the other. So this, that, this, and this should be now all connected. Oh, that wiring looks already cool. Forget what I'm trying to do here. And that's good. And the lasers are just temporary. And I also need to mount thing for testing to the ground so it doesn't turn when I look. Oh my god. Yeah, this is yeah, that is exactly what I expected it to do. Oh, this is good. Oh, this will be good. You. Yeah. Oh, this will be nice. This will be nice. So, we just need to check if this is all connected correctly. Yeah, this is right, this is right, this is all corrected. Okay, these can go again. It was just for the visual testing if they spin in the right rotation. Same type. Make it that. Same type. Same type. And same type. Here, look, when I want to paint blocks, here, these blocks, I click on them, nothing happened. But when I take it on the lift, now they are painted. It's stupid. It updates in the moment you put it on the lift, reload the map or something. And there's no way for me to trigger or force and refresh on the visuals. It's stupid. But what can you do? So, I could make... I could use my existing 8 drills, or I make just new. I should have enough for 8. So, oh, 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 Ember, Ember, Ember. Bloop. But not counted. So that craft, craft, craft. Oop. So this can craft this. Oh. Oh, Dave. Okay. What the fuck? This is a stupid change. Or a stupid issue. Huh? Okay, that makes even less sense. I mean, no, actually it makes sense because when you do something server side, it gets sent to all clients, so it triggers twice basically on the client side, on the host only once. Oh my god. Hey. Again, I can't do anything. This is fully hard-coded, that set color stuff. I was looking if I could maybe set apart temporarily for a short time to burn or anything, any function that we got now that would trigger the renderer to refresh even the color. Nothing worked, sadly. Nothing. It's just sad. 2 more. One more. Come on. 4 seconds. Yeah, you just paint it and just go main menu and load the game again. Oh, that was no auto clicker. Just saying. Oh, my finger hurt. And that was very expensive. Yeah, just don't use the paint bucket then. You should not use it anyways. You have a special ability to paint stuff that you don't want to paint. Sadly, this is a 60-degree angle and not... No, 120-degree. Okay. Yeah, let's do it like this. And then we have this. And so. So. And so. So. And so. Not a Death Star. Did I not? Yes, I had. This goes here, and this goes there. You see what I want to make? Boy. And actually, I can maybe do it like this. This will probably better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. You don't go there. So this will probably be better. So it doesn't look straight on my aim position, but the same direction because it's centered around me. Or I'm centered around the stuff here. It will perfectly make a circle. So yeah, now it doesn't go wild when I look at stuff. Perfect circle. Unit phaser. Hey Ghost. Unit phaser. Each one has a unit phaser behind it. They are mounted on bearings, connected to my seat, and when I turn on, jump into the seat, they turn on, and then they look where I aim. This is pretty satisfying, not gonna lie. You know, I thought it's a different arrangement than this. Same amount of drills. But my hope is that this one is a little bit more rigid and also faster, maybe. It has definitely a bigger storage. Uses the new inline ore crusher that I made today. Yeah, and now I'm pretty much done with the mining side, refining side. Everything works in the vehicle. So, center of mass is exactly here. Urks. So, but I want quick a little. I need to roll something, so I will stand here. Look at you guys. And if you have questions, ask. Or doing something on the side. Takes a minute or two. And then I will continue building. So when you have questions, go for it now. I try to answer and help if possible. And by the way, just to give you, in case it's interesting for you and information, I'm pretty much at my limit of permanently and 24/7 modding. Before I get a burnout, I'm feeling close to that. Just saying 16 hours partially sometimes per day coding is not healthy. Yeah, so I'm very much at my limit. So I will slow down the next week, maybe 2 weeks, a little more. Oh, yeah. That means you can expect less frequent updates, not daily. Maybe a bit second or third day, something. But yeah, I just make it a little bit slower. That is better, I think. And also most of the, or no, actually all critical issues are solved, fixed. Therefore, I can do something. Yeah, my next thing on the list is by the way, the robot detector from Fant. The thing that was detecting the robots nearby, and when one robot was close enough or enemy, it was displaying the name and also the health of the enemy. Kind of problematic with the health, but I would see what I can do. And then the info block, basically the beacon, but not the beacon, different code, self-written, and nothing has to do with the beacon, but it's like a beacon with text, so you can name stuff and you see in the distance then the name tag of the thing that you named. This is one thing, and after that, yeah, also on my list is to teach the laser pointer to detect different terrain types, or at least to detect if you hit terrain by mining, and maybe if you hit bedrock. So you can use that sensor to deactivate lasers when they hit bedrock. There's no point of mining bedrock and using batteries for the power, so you can turn it off automatically. That's one idea. So, yeah. So robot detector, info block, and laser features, laser pointer feature. And in case you didn't saw, I updated yesterday my beta plasma drills mod. The performance, I was able to increase the performance of the drills extremely. When I was mining before with 8 drills, I went sometimes down to 20 frames. So worst case 15 frames. Now I'm up to 55 or more. So the performance increase of the plasma drills is huge. Nexa, yes, you have still to delete the folders. The bug is not fixed. When you see Scrap Mechanic actually updating, not the workshop stuff or mods, I mean, when you actually see Scrap Mechanic update, then you can maybe start to think, oh, maybe they update. But as long Scrap Mechanic doesn't get an update, it stays the same. It is a Scrap Mechanic issue. It's not a mod or a Steam issue. If it would be a mod or Steam issue, then it would be already fixed for real. But yeah, it's an Axolot issue, so we cannot expect to get a fix. They are done. I checked yesterday, the last changes they did is over 3 weeks ago with the last patch that we got. That's it. Basically, they just turned everything off and fucked off. I personally think we get nothing anymore. That's it. Game is done, and they let it die now. It's over. The current game has actually critical bugs that need to get fixed. They don't give a fuck. There's nothing. No indication for any work on the game in 3 weeks. And that's kind of sad. But yeah, expected. It's Axolot. They don't give a shit. So, this thing needs a bed. Let's make something like this. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong. I hope that I'm wrong and that they update it for real. But the chances for that is, yeah, you know it. So now that we have 2 beds, is this bed at least off? No. They made it the same shit. Okay, it's 7 long at least. That means I can put that probably. Ew. Is that Wait a second, is that the bed with the users? So when you respawn that it uses up the shit here? What they showed in the dev blog 2 years ago or something like that? Basically a bed with users for respawning. Is here a comfy bed or is that just the bed? Looks like it's just okay. The indicator on the side actually do not do anything anymore. Okay, good. Because that was the display indicator for how many users the bed still has left for respawning. And when it was when you used it 5 times, it was destroying itself. Stupid. Okay, good. But still, I have probably to include my bed because my bed is uneven. Kuffel. When I show you, and when you see that, you will probably think, "Oh fuck, why didn't I saw that?" You will know how stupid that question is. You see that here? You see the button in the top right corner? And to explain you, when you say you want mods in survival, so you change the survival. That means you turn the game into a custom game because you customize settings in survival. So this becomes a custom game. That is the button. There you click on new game, and if that is empty, you click on download games. You come to the workshop, and then you see the workshop with custom games. And here are custom games. And you select one of the custom games you like, activate it, type in a name, select the mods that you want, and press play. Sorry, what? Custom game? People that ask like this don't understand that modding survival makes survival a custom game mode. They don't get that. So that is why I had to specially point that out. That's the word custom. Just saying, custom. Changes. Makes sense, right? Yeah. That's, I know. Hey, Axolot made that button so tiny. This is just annoying, but it makes fully sense. It works like in creative, creative map, you select the mods that you want. Same thing. Only that in creative, you don't have a sub-selection for which mode in creative. When you click on the custom game mode button, the little one, you have then the custom game modes that you can select depending on which one you subscribe to. In case you use Fant mod 3, then you would have the Fant mod 3 thing and just select it. Also, if you subscribe to mods and look at the last update date, make sure that it is actually for 1.0. So for the current scrap mechanic version. If the mod doesn't have any information in it, you need to test it. When it says explicit to it's not for 1.0, when it says it's for 0.74, then don't use it. It will not work. So this is not a joke on the workshop. Hammer. Go away, hammer. I don't need the hammer. Yeah. This is so frustrating. But not again. Is there anything else that we need as extra weight except propellers? The beacon is pretty useless. Propellers and turrets. Defense would be nice. Funny is, I could make it so that the drills also aim at the targets. That's pretty easy. Okay, let me think. I need one unit phaser that detects if there are units. Ifs, okay, that is pretty easy. So what I want to do, you guys know or understand what I want. Currently, when I sit in the seat, all the unit phasers on the drills aim in the direction I look. But I wanted that when an enemy gets close to me or in range, that my unit phasers here with the drills automatically stop aiming where I look. They should aim automatically at the target. So, dead. And then they look, when there is no target anymore, they look directly back to where I aim and the mining continues. That is easy, I think. I need a sensor, then you updated force fields. Yeah, I had to do nothing on it. Linus said that they worked, so. Actually, it's not a lot of logic. It's basically that. One logic gate, one unit phaser. Technically. Which color is this? This is purple. Then no enemy is detected. Here we set all enemies that we want to attack. So range can be quite far, let's say 500. So actually 1000. That's fine. Nah, no. 500. Okay. This gets also the on signal from this. So then I need to know the color of oof. Okay, this is I need more logic, guys. Shit. This is not as easy. Or would be. Yeah, would be. Eh. because it's not on. Dang it. The unit phaser control block. Tilt and conversation quit. There is no unit phaser control block and there will never be a unit phaser control block. Good? Good. There's an issue that should... Ah, no, it doesn't update the visual thing. Okay. Is the problem too many targets? No, too many targets. I would need a color for every mode. That's not really useful. Okay. Interesting. It's at the back heavier than at the front. Morning. Do I shift it even more to the back, or... I think that would be better. What? Ew. Dang it. I need Enva. Quick reload. Where is a nice forest? Nice dense forest. There. And this is basically the same thing like pre 1.0 with when you left a warehouse. There's some rest still in the RAM that's not needed from the previous world, basically. And reloading it clears it completely. I went from, what was it, 32 FPS up to 60 again. Just because I reload. Stupid. Why they don't clear the RAM completely, I don't know. So many Ember here. Do you see the Ember? Here's so much Ember. This is amazing. I can show you where that is. Wanna see? This is an extreme amount of Ember that you get from this. And also a frame killer. Oh shit. Don't ignite my... See, on the ground, everywhere. And fire doesn't spread from tree to tree, so it's fine when you just burn a bunch of them. Look how much Ember. No. For what do you need scrapwood? You burn trees. And then I just fly over everything and collect it. It's definitely not as efficient as different ways, or mining, collecting actually the ember trees is probably more efficient. But speed-wise, I would say this is a pretty fast way of getting ember a lot. And that has nothing to do with modded except the collecting here with the, but you can do that same with the normal chest in a car. Vanilla plasma drills burn the trees same way. It's not a modded thing. So easy. And it was not a lot of trees. It's just here that area. And you see there's enough trees. People that complain, wood is a problem. Yeah, yeah. When you chop the last tree, then we can talk about it. Or, isn't that true? Hey, let's murder a farm bot. Oh no, I don't have enough ammo on me. Now you can see what I mean with when you change the zone. Currently I have, while this is all happening, 26, 27 frames, 30. Let's see what happens now when the door is open. Is that also causing a lag? No. So I'm at 30, 40, 35, 40 frames if I look down. 35 to 40 frames. No special reason why. When I reload. Same amount. And now 50. We put that monstrum on the lift. Oh, 50. The storage is currently pumping the ember. Look how much I collected. 1000. 1000 ember. In that time. That was pretty good. There was a craft loop. Now it's fine. You could generate materials out of nothing, and that's fixed. So, for what was the ember? Something I... Propeller. One will... One will be not enough. Pretty sure. Yeah. Before I do that, I need to shift the weight on the back. And for that, I need a bunch of metal. Yeah, there was one patch. It doesn't matter. It's fixed. Does the new hammer do anything special? It has a 25% chance to let a robot tumble. It's a bit slower, does a slightly bit more damage. Overall DPS is the same, basically, and yeah, same like the vanilla one. Kinda. Exam wanted the values. I didn't meet them. Any complaints about the values of the new hammer thing can go to exam. Where do I mount the propeller for forward and backward? I don't need an unloading one, so here could be a good place. Yeah, like I said, 25% chance to make an enemy tumble. That's pretty strong. Just say. Whee! That works. I can move forward and reverse. That Lotus, that means one of the mods that you use breaks the custom game mode. There's incompatibility, or it's not updated, or it's not a problem of my mod. Something you did, something you not did, or something another mod did. And you are the only person knows what you did, so find out what you changed. And also, in case you didn't know, there is a cache issue with mods at the moment, all mods. Scrap Mechanic doesn't use the right files when mods update. It uses old cached files, so you have to manually delete that, blah, 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 blah. Not for, explaining that for the 1000th time again. You can look that up. Okay. So, now where's the center of mass? Hmm. Hmm. That's slightly forward, so more mass at the back. No problem. More panels. No, the dampening is more like resistance against rotation. So basically what it does is when an object rotates, it has a value that's called angular velocity. And depending on how high the value is, it spins faster. It's basically the speed velocity of the rotation. And the dampening uses that value times the mass, times some more calculations, blah, 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 to give the gyro the angular rotation momentum, basically, as a counter force. Okay? So when it spins, let's say, two turns per second to the right, it gives it a certain amount of force to counter that rotation. So it slows down and stops. Okay? That in combination with the power slider, you can increase that even further. And yeah, that makes the whole creation stop wobbling. Or when you drive with a car and there's a bump and the wheel gets kicked up, this can cause your car to flip to the side. So it actually causes, when it happens on only one side, a rotational force on the whole body frame of your car. And when you have a gyro maxed out, sliders, no connections, just somewhere on your car, rotation of the gyros doesn't matter in that case. It works in all directions, the dampening effect. Then the kick that your car gets because of a rock or something gets catched by the gyro, and it is unlikely to flip, or less likely to flip over. Does it make any sense what I said? It works flawless like that, but yeah, it's hard to explain. It adds some sort of resistance, kinda, if you get it. Uh, Not much different than the other inline refinery because it uses the same outline model. Yeah, make a proof. So let's see. Which one is that? One, the refinery. So this is the refinery, and that is the ore crusher. Oh, let me turn off. Right. So that was the refinery, the old one, for normal rocks, and that is the inline ore crusher. I had to squeeze a little bit, and different model, different thing, does the same, uses nearly the same script. Crafting wise and everything producing wise, it's vanilla. Works exactly like the vanilla one. Exactly, because it's the same code. I just changed a few lines to make the animation that's different working. But the animation stuff is client-side running and has nothing to do with item production and stuff like that. So that's unimportant. It works exactly, basically. Working-wise, functionality is 100% vanilla. So, yeah, good is relatively. it's made so it has the same volume-wise. It's more likely the same. Maybe this is actually volume-wise bigger than the vanilla one. I don't know, but it's symmetrical. This is a good thing. It has a big no. It has the same storage. Like I said, it's like the vanilla one, and yeah. Oh. What was I wanted? Ah, fork. Oh. Hmm. Ah. I'm pretty sure I made four. So. Yeah. Fuck. I have a brain like a hole. That's the left one. Okay, so I need the right ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know. Alfred, I don't know. That needs to be here on this line here of the block. When this blue line is exactly on that, then it should be perfect. And if I look like this, this doesn't show me where the center of mass is because something on the lift is static and doesn't have mass. But this should work. Yeah, still not. Even if... Ah, maybe it is already. Oh. Oh. This doesn't count also. I forgot. Okay, I need to check just by doing this. Okay, it's a little bit top front heavy actually. Yeah, it's a bit front heavy. Left and right is fine. Oh. Okay. Where did that grab again? Yeah, right in the center. So it's probably good when I just make it centered. Right. Yeah, okay. Oh. What? I need more panels. Panel, 8 panel, please. And 2 pipes. I could also make it like so. Here and here. But then I have the freaking wings constantly in my face. So then this. Ah, shit. Rotate. There is a way. One sec. Alfred, do you see this? I don't make this up or something like that. But this is what you need to use to rotate parts in a local grid. But you get the information from a non-local grid. So you need to use this. It's fun. A lot of fun. Okay. Quaternions is that is what it's called. Quaternions are used for rotation in games. If you think that pitch, roll, and yaw is enough to define a rotation, then yeah, no. Because pitch, for example, we have that here with the player controls. Pitch, for example, can be only plus 90 or minus 90 degrees. 0 is horizontal. Makes sense, right? Pitch, 90, minus 90. So, and yaw can be 360, because you can spin around. And roll is not possible. We cannot roll left to right. So, and with this type, that is Euler rotation, that is called Euler rotation because you have three values, pitch, yaw, and roll. And there is an effect that is called gimbal lock. And you can actually see the gimbal lock effect on my unit phasers when I sit in. So, the gimbal lock is, let me first show that here. You see that I have a bearing in the axis or in the direction of the aim that is normally used for yaw, for left and right. That is also, it's working, but it has a side effect, and that is, when I look straight, you can see that let's say this one here on the left side of my screen, if I look straight, it starts to, see? They turn around when I go over the horizontal line, basically, because they flip around. This is because of gimbal lock, to prevent that. It's basically when the angle gets so tight to the direction that it becomes an infinite value and it doesn't know in which way it needs to turn. So that is gimbal lock. And that is why games use a different rotation system. And that's called quaternions, or the value is called quaternion. It is a four-dimensional number. And there is the problem. Short answer is not easy. Short answer is a four-dimensional number. Your brain, my brain, everyone's brain is working only with three. And when you try to imagine a four-dimensional object, it doesn't work. And that is why it's so hard to understand. I would say I understood it halfway. I can do calculations with it. I can use it and stuff like that. But really understanding, no. I know how to use it, but not how it works. And I work with that stuff since 15 years now. It's very hard for me, at least. I need two logic gates. No, it's not sorry. It's a funny answer. These can go here. And one needs to be painted, the other one not. This is not painted. It goes in the painted one. This is painted, goes in the unpainted one. And these two go to the left one. These two go to the right one. So this goes to that. This goes to this. No. Okay, this is wrong way. Hmm? Mm-hmm. That needs to be flipped. That works. They have no positive angle. Flipped. So that. Uh, uh, uh. No, now they are that. Okay. No? Okay. Oh, one is not. Why is the one not turning? Okay. What is broken with you? Uh, uh, oh, sorry. This is kind of cool. Need to fine tune everything more. But this is pretty good. So the length could be maybe 4. Mm, 4 is too much. No. Okay, so one more tilt. This is on maximum and it's a bit too much, so we turn up the stuff. 31. Is there a way to weld a collector into a refinery? What do you think did I do here? Yes. Block editor. Just a block editor. Try it out, play around with it. You will see it's easy to use. So, let's see, is that? I have the feeling that it is a little bit tilted to the left. Or is that just me? It is. Why is it tilting to the left? I have everything symmetrical. That's weird. Here, block editor. Block editor is the tool. Block editor. And advanced tools mod. You place an object, you look at it, you have your arrows. Block editor. See? Block editor. Yeah? In the moment it doesn't have a valid surface to be attached to, it pops out. And it's loose. So you need to make sure that when you move stuff into each other, that the stuff that you move has still a valid surface where it could be attached to, even if the surface is inside another object. Like here, for example. Here, this is a good example. I have, first of all, here are 22 refineries inside the car, and they are overlapping here. I just pushed 7 onto each other and into each other because they have a valid surface on the next container, so they stay attached. And if it's not like so, they just bloom, pop out and fly back away. You will see when you use it. It's part of the learning process. Easy. Go best case or best way. Go in creative, make a creative world, select the advanced tools mod where the block editor is in, and just play around a bit that you get the hang out of how stuff sticks together and stuff like that. Ah, no mods. Yeah, there is one way with chunk borders and stuff like that. This is ultra hard, doesn't work with everything, and it's not really good. It's very complicated. I don't know the complete process in vanilla. I know there's a way to do glitch weld a few things into each other, but that is limited so far I know. So let me find out why my stuff is not. It is fully centered. Weird. Why can I not? Give me. Oh. Ooh, that is hard. It's overlapping. Logic gate I get. But this. It shouldn't be a problem, anyways. Why is that tilting a little bit too? Or is that just a problem of? No, it is actually tilting. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny amount. No. But this thing is already perfect balanced. Oh my god. Okay, I have an idea how to counteract that. Can you stop that? I want, when I go down, that going down is or gets pulsed. Stupid propeller. This goes here, that goes here, and sadly that needs to go there, but it helps with the balance. That should be the right amount of stuff. So, and going down doesn't go here and here anymore. It goes here. 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 This becomes an end. So this needs to be painted. That goes in here, and this goes there. Set this to 250. Let's set 100. And that should make up fast and down slow. Yeah. But it didn't help with the weight. Strange. Isaac, what's up, man? Well, yeah, do you see that? My OCD goes wild. It's tightly, a tiny bit rolling to the left, anti-clockwise, in the direction of looking. This is, oh. I could fix it if I could reach my angle sensor here, but it is somehow covered by something. Hey, and what are you doing? So let me, okay, now I can play around with that. So let's do it +1, and this can be a tiny bit longer. Now it's tilting to the left, right. How far? Is it better? No, pretty balanced. I would say we can go and try it out. This is pretty agile. The gyros here are just for turning the propellers, same as with these gyros. And these, and there are two more inside this block, are for pitch, roll, stuff like that. Now let me 4 and 3. 4 and 3. This is 4 and 7. Okay. So. Ja. I think I don't need guns. We will see. Okay, the game doesn't like that flyer in the lift. Okay, that is known that this lift and lag is a thing. Did you fix those planters already so they can be vacuumed and detected by sensors? Yes? Yes, sick. Growing sensors are updated, can detect every state, water, planters, fertilizer, blah, blah. Vacuum pumps with the Fant's vacuum extension mod can also harvest plants and detect. And yeah, everything works like before. Okay, I forgot lights. I need to add lights. By the way, this is my level 5 currently. At the bottom, I mined it completely. There's nothing left. At the bottom. I have the feeling that I can turn this a little bit down. Let me change something here. Dampening. That's a home dampener. Yeah, much better. Less wobble wobble. And let's see. Oh my god. Oh, okay. This is heavy. Let me quickly log. Oh. What? I deleted what? What? Oh. Yeah, much better. This is sick. This is really okay. Oh, did I turn them up to maximum? I forgot. Yeah, okay, they are. All. So, yeah, where I was as next was here at the top now, cutting everything out. That should be faster now. Well, interesting way of doing that. Oh, and I also need to connect. feed input to the container so everything gets collected. No, stuff cannot collapse if it is too big. There's a limit. You need to cut it in small sections so it pops and breaks. I think I need some lights. This is without lights. It's hard to see where I'm shooting. So also a problem is that I mounted the left-right draving propellers at the back. They need to be mounted here at the center of mass. This I need to change. It's really a problem. No. If a whole level would pop, oh my god, game would crash. When I check the container, there shouldn't be anything in. Yeah. Perfect. Everything already unloaded. So this This goes here, then this so, that's so. Paint. This goes not forward. Stupid. I hate this. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Here is a teleporter pipe with a pipe pump pulling all items out of it, sending it to a buffer chest, and the buffer chest sends it to here. The buffer chest also clears out the mud before it goes even in the storage. And Zig here about the grow beds and vacuum pump. Oh, works. Should work. If not, let me know. I help you. If you have problems with the mods or something like that, just let me know. And then this here, and then this here. So, colors, power, 39, 99999. Yep. Forward. Hey, let's do it. Hello, what's up, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. The Ring of Death and Destruction. Yeah, I think you like that. I had just to shift the position of my side thrusters to the side. Interesting. What did... Stupid. First time that this happened. Lot. Oh. Let's see what I need to flip. That is wrong. And that is out. Flip. And flip. Oh, much better. No rotational force. Works. So, now light. Ja, ja. Showed me the clips. You probably... You wanted to do the last step. The ingots to the vault. Light. Light. Where can I mount the lights? Idea. Okay. We'll check that later. I have not seen that yet. This... Hmm. Oop. Look. 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 Okay, so one moment, guys. I need a second AFK. Back in a moment. And that is light. Everything. By the way, Linus, do you want the cap too? The head. Yeah, shirt is not working at the moment. No, the light is working. It makes light where I point. Cool. Hehe. That's funny. And it's always a light. Cool. But my frames suck ass hard. Ugh. Maybe because the points of the lasers are closer? My other miner has the same amount and... Oh, never mind. From 25 FPS to 50-ish. And it's refining. Cool. Boom. I would also say that thing hovers perfectly. And it's nice and round. Yeah, basically what you did is you took the vanilla JSON files things, the shape sets with all the stack sizes and everything, and you put that into your mod in that folder. And make sure that this datei with the same this file with the same name is in the list of the shape set list. And oh, cable bots. How about that? I hear something. Eh? Ah, there. There's still a little fucker. Not stuck to me, or? No. Not seeing any at least. Weird. Yeah, sure. This is a cheese mod. Not supposed to be used in survival. Just saying. Force field is... This is not a survival balanced mod. Keep that in mind. Yeah, the force field mod just acts, well, applies a force, depending on the setting, to units, objects, everything that comes in range. It's like a bubble, a sphere around the force field generator. I turn this stuff off. Wow, that's a lot of... Okay. Okay, this is hardcore. Oh la 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 la. Oi, 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 oi. Oof. Hmm. Ah, pragmatic. That is what I need on this one. Hmm. No, here are a couple. I forgot to harvest them. The Duh. Have fun. Maybe when I stop, what is the time? Oh, actually, I have to stop in a bit. I will bring maybe some people over to you when you already stream, Alfred. So I will stop in around 10 minutes actually. I need to make the dog walk. I totally forgot the time. And yeah, that's... I'm done with my miner anyway, so the thing here works brilliant. It's fast. Works as a weapon. I will maybe modify it here and there a little bit more. This is just, well... What? Are you live already, or what? Hey, Fant, do you have that vehicle on the workshop? No, I just built it. And it's not finished. But I have the previous version of something like this on the workshop. And yeah. This is pretty cool. Yeah. No, 2 hours, okay. But yeah, this thing is actually pretty good. Better than my previous, I would say. It looks cooler. Oh, mega luck. So all my materials that I just mined are in here. Or not. Ah, they already pumped out. Okay. Oh, wait. Are they in here? Eh? Ah, I used the wrong color. It's not dark gray, it's light gray. Dark gray is unloading into the base, and light gray is into the storage here. Now you can see there are items flowing in and out straight. Yeah. Yep. So wow. Prospectors and so that's strange. Huh. Why is that not fun? Oh, because it's eh? Eh? What's happening here? Is it because this? check that later. I have to make the break now. So, have fun, guys. Have a nice day. And yeah, thanks for watching.